I'd met Sophia probably 4 or 5 years ago now at a BNI networking event, and had a chat with her afterwards, and she said that she needed to speak to me, and they had to come in with the business partners and had an appointment here, and that's how it started. And I'm pretty confident I speak what Sophia thinks is that we've got their back.
Yeah.
So we're not employees of the company, so therefore we won't up one day and say, I'm moving to Queensland and I'll leave you in a lurch. It's our business, and it's our business to make sure that our clients do as best they can. So if we can't show value to the client for using our services, then what is the value? I don't feel right in charging somebody. So the reality is that she's got somebody that knows is her partner, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to be around for the long haul.
Tell me a little bit about the business.
Look, it was actually quite unusual because they were a startup. Sophia and her business partners at that time were a startup, and when they'd come in to meet with me, they actually had their business plan already drawn up, and they knew exactly what they were going to be doing, and they'd gone as far as setting up a company, and actually had a contract. They'd actually won a contract from Transport New South Wales as well. So it was all sort of up and ready to go. They were ready for action, and it wasn't anything they were talking about was not a small venture. They were going to make it big.
So there were some big decisions to make right up front, the structure and everything.
Well, yeah, 100%. Typically, when people set up a structure, they don't really give much thought into how the money is going to flow out of the company, and that was one of the first things that we had to address. But more so, it was about, because there was 3 different individuals involved in the business, we actually had to look at what each individual person's requirements were in order to try to A, set up the structure as best possible to be able to suit each individual, and B, to make sure that other than the business succeeding, we actually had to make sure that we were aligned to be able to meet each of the individual directors' goals. It's one of the worst things to be in business is that the business is doing well, but the personal goals are not being met, and that's where you're going to get disgruntled people within the business.
Yeah, and there was a partnership breakup here.
There wasn't a partnership breakup, it was more so people exited the business.
Right.
As the business is progressing, people decided to pull up stumps and go elsewhere for various different reasons. And Sophia stayed on and had a vision of continuing the business and growing it. So I've been working with Sophia now for the last couple of years.
Yeah, and tell me, Jim, about some of the challenges that Sophia's faced in that time that you've been able to help her overcome.
Oh, look, there's challenges of contracts, negotiation. That's probably the biggest part of it, where there's, with government tenders and actually getting to meet the tender deadlines, assisting with pricing. So there's been a fair bit of work done with INS to assist with identifying what their cost drivers are in order to be able to price the job, which in a lot of times with a lot of the government jobs is inevitably whatever you price initially is never what the job ends up to be. So we're trying to allow for factoring delays that the government's going to be causing and everything else in order to try to figure out how we're going to deliver and how to cost a proposal.
Right.
There's been, with every business there's a lot of challenges along the way, but we always like to try to keep an open policy. But look, if you've got a problem, phone me up. We're here to help, and Sophia does bounce ideas off us quite a few times.
Cool.
There's been times at 1 o'clock in the morning I've been having a chat with her trying to get the pricing finalised for a tender document that had to be submitted the following day. So it's simply a matter of, ideally not where we like to operate, but yeah, we'll do what we have to do to try to help the clients.
Wow, that's exceptional. Yeah. That's exceptional. Wow. In terms of day to day, how does the relationship look? Do you have regular meetings? How do you structure that?
We have done, well, with INS, what we've done is we've basically taken on the whole accounts department. Okay, we're the virtual CFO, so dependent upon the cycle of how contracts are running and the rest of it, we're involved with processing creditors, processing wages. At some points, we're actually involved with actually the invoicing of the work. We never got involved in the collection side of it. Then we always have monthly management reports, have a meeting with the directors or Sophia now on a monthly basis to actually go through how the business is going in comparison to what we'd budgeted for. And also it's not only about the numbers, sometimes it's actually good to get a different perspective on things. So a lot of the times she might be thinking down one route, and just a different perspective coming from the outside might actually shed a bit of light that they say, oh, you know what, that's probably not a bad idea.
Hi, my name's Sophia Symeou and I'm from INS Career Management. I'm the Executive Director and one of the two co-founders of the organisation. We're a fairly philanthropic organisation. We give 10% of all our profits to charity, and we are always encouraging ourselves and our staff to engage.
I just love seeing people succeed. So in the value, I suppose they've got the value in sort of somebody that cares. Yeah. And our whole team with the INS, there's various people within the organisation that deal with either Sophia or with Sophia's team on a day-to-day basis, and the whole team do care about what does happen.